From a Sikh perspective, I give my full support to this amendment. Guru Nanak, the founder of the Sikh religion, taught, "Ask not a person's caste, but look to the inner light within." At a time when even the shadow of a lower caste was said to pollute the food of a higher caste, he instituted the system of langar, where people of all religions and social backgrounds were and are welcome to share a Gurdwara meal. The historic Golden Temple in Amritsar, recently visited by the Prime Minister, has, as he will have noticed, 4 doors at its sides, signifying a welcome to all people, regardless of religion or supposed social difference. My Lords, emphasis on the equal dignity of all human beings is central to Sikh teachings, and I was slightly bemused by the readiness of some, including ministerial advisors I've met, and we see the same misinformation in the ministerial statement, to display their ignorance of basic Sikh teachings and in a near-colonial way conflate caste, class and all undesirable social discriminations and religions on the subcontinent with the word caste. Attitudes of superiority and inferiority are found in all societies. Remember the media headlines, Prince William marries a commoner. Caste, my lords, has a very precise meaning attached to practices associated with the Hindu faith. It has its origin in the desire of the Aryan conquerors of the subcontinent in pre-Vedic times to establish a hierarchy of importance, with priests at the top, followed by warriors, those engaged in commerce, and then those engaged in more menial tasks. The conquered indigenous people were considered lower than the lowest caste. Accident of birth alone determined a person's caste. Sadly, thousands of years later, and despite legislation referred to by the Indian government, this hierarchy of importance still lingers on. My lords, I've gone into detail because it's important to understand what we are talking about when we discuss discrimination on grounds of caste. It is discrimination arising from supposed Hindu religious belief. But, my lords, what passes for religion is not always all it seems. Caste in no way relates to underlying and uplifting ethical Hindu teachings. It is simply questionable culture that has over the years managed to attach itself to Hinduism in much the same way as discrimination against women.
Forgive me, would the noble lord give way?
Of course.
Caste system was established very early in Hinduism, and the Sanskrit word for caste is varn, which is also the word for color. And in fact, you mentioned the Aryan conquerors, who were supposed to be lighter skinned, and they wanted a division not only on the basis of who will do what, but also on the basis of color. So, yes, I think we ought to wind up, but I don't want it to be a new thing.
Thank you for that. Caste in no way relates to underlying, uplifting, ethical Hindu teachings. It's simply questionable culture that has over the years managed to attach itself to Hinduism in much the same way as discrimination against women is seen by some as part of their faith. The Sikh Gurus were acutely aware of such negative cultural practices, and they openly discussed and criticized the prevalence of rituals, superstitions, and cultural practices contrary to underlying ethical teachings. At a time, my lords, when all the religions around the world were emphasizing difference and exclusivity, the Sikh Gurus stressed the importance of showing respect to sister faiths. The fifth Guru, Guru Arjan, showed his respect for Islam by asking a Muslim saint, Mir, to lay the foundation stone of the Golden Temple. The ninth Guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, gave his life defending the right of Hindus to freedom of worship at a time of forced conversion by the Mughal rulers. At the same time, though, the Gurus taught that people of all faiths must respect fundamental human rights and the equality of all people, including full gender equality. My Lord, while I have the greatest respect for a sister faith, I also believe Hinduism, without the old-fashioned concept of caste, will be infinitely stronger. Similar negative cultural clutter exists in all our different faiths. Its removal would help religions work together for a fairer society, and it's in that spirit that I support this amendment.